Hi, I'm Anya. When I first started to travel some years ago, as most people, I wanted to bring some things back home as a memory of my trip. So I started with usual stuff, some trinkets, little statues, all of that. But the problem was that after a couple of times when I did gather some of those things, what I realized was I don't feel particularly comfortable with all those things occupying my space, but I still wanted to have some memory of a trip. I thought about it for a little while and tried to figure out, is there anything I could bring from the trip that would not occupy too much space? I could easily hide, I would be even able to use somehow in a daily life. And then I had an epiphany. Scarves. And yes, I started to bring scarves from my trips. Here is my entire collection at this point. I really love those. Every time I open my closet, I love the idea that I have them there. But the big problem is I almost never wear them, even though they're meant to be an accessory. That is why during one of my trips to Vancouver, to be exact, I was at the Anthropological Museum gift shop and I saw a perfect solution to my problem. This book, 50 Ways to Wear a Scarf. This is basically a tutorial of how you can style your scarves. Is it a great book? Yes. Did I actually use it to learn how to style my scarves? Definitely no. So this video is for all people who want to level up their styling game, and I think that using scarves is an accessible way to do so without upgrading your wardrobe too much. And to be honest, for me, to learn some new styles and maybe to finally start wear scarves as I plan to, I don't think that all 50 ways are gonna match the way I dress, and I don't think they should, but I still wanna practice doing each one of them just to understand what works for me. Let's get to it. The Bandit. For this style, we will need a square scarf, and I've got one I have never worn before because I brought it from my recent trip from my home country, Ukraine. And look how beautiful it is. What we're gonna have to do is fold it in half diagonally and knot the folded corners behind your neck. The loop. For this, we're going to need a long scarf, and I think I've got one for it. This one I brought from Vienna. And honestly, I never know how to wear a long scarf, so this one must be just for me. We'll have to fold it widthwise and put it behind our neck like this. Pull loose ends of the scarf through the loop. Pull the ends through the loop. And tie the scarf at the base of your neck to finish. The Rosette. We'll need a long skinny scarf for this one, and I think I've got a perfect one. I got this one in Alberta. I think it definitely was a gift shop. Either Elk Island Provincial Park or Alberta Art Gallery. We'll have to drape the scarf around our neck so that both ends are hanging. Then twist the ends together, starting at your neck, almost still reaching an end, but leaving a couple of inches out there. Wrap the twist into a bun on the side of your neck. Tuck the ends underneath. Oh my god, I think this scarf is too long for this. Oh my god. I'm sure if you have a smaller scarf to make this with, it's gonna look much better. The Paris. For this, we're gonna need a square scarf. I've got another one, this one. I actually have zero recollection of where I got it. We'll have to first fold it in half diagonally, like this. Then wrap folded corners around your neck, but this time crossing the ends in the back. Finish by knotting the folded corners together on the top of the scarf. Such a beautiful scarf. I really need to start wearing those. Minnie Mouse. We're gonna need a long scarf here, but I think it's actually too long for this style. So it's probably not gonna look the best, but place the scarf at the back of your neck at the hairline. Bring the ends forward, tying them above your forehead. I'm gonna tie my hair for this because it's a bit difficult like that. Oh, the scarf is supposed to be shorter for me to be satisfied with this. I will still try to. Oh no. It's a bit exaggerated. The square. Long scarf needed for this one. I'm gonna place it around the back of my neck. We'll tie the ends together at the comfortable distance from my throat. And we'll tie the ends together at the same direction one more time. Ooh, nice! The Ascot, another long scarf tying. I will wrap one end of the scarf around my neck so that one end hangs longer than the other. Cross the long end over the short end. Bring the long end under the short end through the loop. Finish by buffing the long end that is on the top by giving it volume. I think this one would look much better with a scarf maybe of the same length but of different material, maybe cotton, I think. The Drape, another long scarf. That's a shame I've got only 2 of those. Pop the collar of your blazer and drape a long scarf around your neck. Fold the lapels of the blazer back and adjust the scarf as you desire. The Professor. We'll need a small square scarf for it, and I've got one. This is one of my favorite. My husband gave it to me for my birthday. Fold the scarf diagonally. Fold over the long edge in 1-inch sections to form a rectangle. I think that's what the author means, I hope. To finish up this style, you have to be wearing a button-down shirt. Wrap the scarf around your neck. Tuck the ends so the scarf is secure. And to complete the look with a button-down, you'll have to put the collar down. The clutch. For this one, you would actually need a clutch and a square scarf that coordinate well. Unfortunately, I don't have a clutch. This is the bag, the closest to the clutch that I have. Hopefully it's gonna work on it. I'm curious, actually. Well, if not, then it just doesn't. I think this one goes well with it, don't you think? There's no amazing story behind this scarf. I just bought it while shopping back home in Kiev, was looking for something bright. Fold the scarf diagonally to form a triangle. Place it behind the clutch. Well, improvised clutch also works. Open the purse. Bring the folded corner across the front and tuck it into the purse opening. Repeat for the other end of the scarf and the other one. Wow! I actually see how it would work with a clutch, but I don't know about you, I haven't had one in years. The necklace. We'll need a long skinny scarf for this one. This is the longest and skinniest that I have. Hope it's gonna work. Drape it behind your neck, letting the ends hang evenly. Tie the ends together low, and this creates a loop of the length of the necklace you want to create. Wrap the loose end of the scarf around the loop you've created, forming a twist. and repeat for the other side as well. I've missed one step. When one side is finished, we'll have to form a knot. Okay, I know it's not in the book, but you actually can wear it on your head as well. I don't know how convenient it is, but there's an option if you're interested. The chain link. We're gonna need another long skinny scarf, and I had no idea you can do so many things with those. Otherwise, I would have more of those. Drape it around the back of your neck so the ends hang evenly. Tie the ends together once, leaving some space between the tie and your neck. Leaving the space between the original tie, repeat ties once or twice in the same direction to create a look of a chain. I feel like it would look better on a skinnier scarf. The Easy Breezy, something that works for me. Again, a long scarf, but this time you can use a wrap or pashmina as an alternative. Drape it around the back of your neck, spreading the scarf over your shoulders. Toss one end over the opposite shoulder to finish. Easy breezy. I feel like it looks fine with a silk scarf, but maybe wearing something sturdier, like a pashmina for instance, would be more convenient. The top down. We're gonna need a large square scarf, and I've got one that I haven't used yet. This beautiful Image de Van Gogh that I got in Alberta Art Gallery. To start off, fold it diagonally to form a triangle. Bring the scarf over your head like that. Cross the folded corners beneath your chin. Bring the folded corners back around your neck. The idea is that I can tie it up in the front, but I think my scarf is not long enough, so I'm just gonna make the knot at the back. It's either not too skinny or not long enough. I feel like with a knot in the front, it would look a little bit better. Wow, I love this one. The Boy Scout. We're gonna need a small square cotton bandana. The closest I have to it is this one. First, fold it in half diagonally to form a triangle. Been there, done that. Fold it over the long edge twice. We're gonna fold it around the neck so that the ends are even in front and the loose corners are hanging behind my neck. Knot the folded corners together. Whoop! Oh, I love this one. The New York. A large square scarf is needed here, and another one I haven't used yet is this one. I'm not 100% sure where I got this one. I think it was back in Kiev, just doing some shopping, maybe. Fold it in half diagonally to form a triangle. Knot the two folded corners together. Interesting. Bring the loop over your head, leaving the knotted section slack. Twist the slack to create the second loop. Bring the second loop over your head again. I think that on the picture, the first knot is basically the very edge, and maybe this gives room for the second loop. Or my head is too big. Oh, okay. My head is fine. Whew! I'll hide the knot with the rest of the scarf and we'll fluff it a little bit. Ah, nice. I'm not 100% sure how this one is called. The two axes or two hourglasses. Another long scarf. Drape it around the back of your neck so the ends hang evenly. Knot together the two inside corners. Twist the scarf once to make an X. So those are axes after all. An X. Flip the scarf over your head, putting your head through the bottom loop. Oh, it's easier than it seems. And adjust it as you see fit. The pocket square. Oh, and we need a handkerchief for that. I haven't had a handkerchief forever. I guess the last one I had was at school. This is history, really. I actually think that this scarf is the smallest that I have. Fold it. Yes. Fold it into thirds. Fold the bottom half so it almost meets the edge. I actually folded it twice to imagine that it matches the handkerchief. I'll have to place it in the pocket now so that the loose edges point upward. I obviously see how it works with a handkerchief. Well, we're practicing here. It's not supposed to be perfect or look really well, right? The tie. We're gonna need another long scarf here. Drape it around the back of your neck, letting hang one end longer than the other. Bring the long end over the short end. Wrap the long end under the short end. Bring the long end forward once more, wrapping it over the short end. Pull the long end behind the short end and then up through the loop around your neck. And it can be adjusted depending on the look you're looking for, so we can keep it like that, more loose, or more of a tight look. The kimono, or kimono. We're gonna need a large scarf for that. I love this one so much. I have to fold it in half widthwise, like that, not matching loose corners. Oh, I think it actually worked. The chain weave. For this, we're gonna need a chain purse and a long scarf that matches it. Knot the scarf to the base of the chain. Knot is ready. Weave the scarf through the chain. Knot the second end. I actually like the look of it. Interesting. I've been trying this style knot on a chain bag, and I think the whole point of that scarf actually holds really well on a chain one, so you don't have to readjust it while you wear it. Not bad. The band and twist. We're gonna need a rectangular scarf. I think the scarf in the picture is a little bit thinner, so I'm gonna fold it a little bit like that. Place it at the center of your forehead. I'm there. Cross the ends in the back. So far so good. Twist the ends into 2 coils. Bring them to the forehead and knot securely. This style is something I could actually wear. Nice. The hourglass. We're gonna need a long rectangular scarf and a belt. What I like about this one is that it's very easy. So you're just placing the scarf behind your neck, and you'll have to use the belt to adjust it right on the waist. The prep. We'll need a large square scarf for this. Woo! Fold it diagonally to form a triangle. Bring it to the back of your shoulders, like this. Knot the folded corners at the base of your neck to finish. The lazy girl. And I think that's the one that I'm definitely gonna be using. Long scarf, put it behind your back in the way that one side is longer than the other. Wrap the long end around your neck, bringing it forward. The knot. We'll need another long rectangular scarf. We'll have to fold it like that. Then put it this way and hold it like that. Through the fold, I'll grab one end of the scarf. Then I'll bring this over the top of the folded side of the scarf. Oh, it might be it. I did it. Yes, I think so. I'm 90% certain. The bustier. We'll need a large scarf for it. We'll have to fold it according to the width we want the bustier to be. I'll fold it a little bit. Place it over your bust and bring ends behind the back. Tie it once in the back and bring the ends forward. And we'll have to tuck the ends in the top of our bustier. Okay, I kind of like how it looks. Pretty neat. The pretty girl. And we're gonna need a long scarf again. I think I need more of those. Drape it behind the back and make sure the ends are even. Tie the ends together once and leave your knot where you want the bow to be. And now the final piece. Like tying a shoelace. What? The matron will need a large square silk scarf. And yes, we will also need a brooch. Unfortunately, I don't have one. I will still go through the steps. Drape the scarf behind your shoulders so that the ends hang. And the idea is that we take a brooch and put it here. The love knot. A long rectangular scarf is needed here. Place it at the back of your head, below the hairline. Bring the ends forward and tie when they're at the top of your head. And bring the ends back and knot them down to finish. Oh, nice. If I do stick to wearing scarves, this one I'm gonna wear for certain. The infinity. Infinity of me using my 2 long scarves. Securely knot the ends of the scarf together. Twist the scarf to create 2 loops. Bring both loops over your head. The knotted bib. We'll make a knot at one of the ends of the scarf to make a triangle. Place the knot at your throat, but make sure it's hidden. And tie the scarf at the back of your neck. The ninja. We'll need a small oblong scarf for it. We're gonna have to fold it diagonally and then like that to make it long. Bring it on the top of your head and tie the back. I'll adjust it a little bit and looks perfect. The Scullery Maid. We're gonna use the same scarf. Let's fold it diagonally, then fold it to make it long. And then we're gonna place it at the back of our head. We'll have to make sure that it's not in the middle of the forehead and make a knot. The fan. Long scarf is back in action. Drape it around the back of your neck with one part a little shorter than the other. Form a loose knot on the shorter end. Starting at the bottom, accordion pleat the longer end until it is even with the knot on the opposite side. Accordion pleat, wow. Hope I'm doing it right. Pinch the end of the pleats with one hand and pull the pleated end through the knot. And finally, tighten the knot. It's close enough. The Cummerbund. A long oblong scarf. Place it at your waistline at the back. Bring the ends forward and cross them like that. A knot in the back to finish. Okay, my scarf is not long enough to knot, so I'll just fold them. Okay, it still looks nice, even without a knot. But I think for it to hold, there has to be a knot, so make sure that your scarf is long enough. The Audrey. We'll need a small oblong scarf, or we can use a square one after folding it. Place it at the back of your neck. Finish by knotting in the base of your throat. I think you have to actually be capable of making a knot, and I'm almost there. You can get the idea, right? The Jackie. We'll need a square scarf for it, and we'll have to fold it diagonally. Place the long folded edge of the scarf on your forehead. And then tie it all at the back. The weight. Long rectangular scarf has to be placed behind the neck. Tie the knot on both sides somewhere halfway between the neck and the end. Adjust the knots as you'd like, but in the picture they're parallel, so... The handle. This one is the one I actually use sometimes because it's super easy, super fast. You're gonna need a handbag for it and a scarf that complements your bag. Just tie a knot at that back handle. I usually fold the scarf and do it like that. And here it is. The choker. Long scarf at the back of the neck. Cross the ends at the base of your throat. And make a knot behind your back to finish. Done! The bunny ears. We'll need a oblong scarf. We're gonna place it at the back of the neck, letting one part be much longer than the other. Wrap the long end twice around your neck. We'll make a knot now and try to hide it so that the ears hang down. These do look like bunny ears a little bit. The babushka, or I think in English it sounds more like babushka. Small square scarf, fold it in half to form a triangle. Bring it to the back of your head this way and make a knot. You know, grannies in Ukraine really do this, but obviously not silk. Animal print shawls. I don't know what the material is. Maybe the cotton, and they usually have these floral patterns. The peasant. We'll need a large square scarf, fold it as a triangle, place it on our waist like that, and make a knot. It reminds me more of a beach cover. The half bow. Long scarf. Put it behind the neck. Make a loose knot on one side, somewhere halfway between the neck and the end. Pinch the other side of the scarf in the middle and put it partially through the knot. Tighten the original knot. Oh, and adjust as you see fit. This is it. There is actually one bonus, a real easy peasy or a lazy girl kind of style. The one that has been working for me so far already. Ta-da! Already styled as a scarf. Make a ponytail or put it on your bun. I found this one by accident years ago in Ukraine, and I don't think that back then I had a notion that I would be collecting scarves. But I've had it since, and I do wear it from time to time. So if you're into scarves or accessorizing, I really recommend finding something like that. I have definitely found a couple of scarf styles that I will try and maybe implement into my day-to-day wardrobe. Are you gonna try some of those out? Please let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you'd like to. Bye!